garden is going crazy right now, and it's a great thing, but I have to find ways to use up all of my produce. Right now, I have a ton of blueberries, and my basil has just gone wild. So I picked the basil, and I've got about 4 cups of blueberries here, and I'm going to make some blueberry basil vinegar. This will take anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks for the vinegar to become infused with the flavors. And then once this is done, I'm going to bottle it up into small bottles. And that's going to be some gifts that I'll give away during the holidays. I have these really large 1.5 quart size jars that I don't use for canning, but I use for projects like this. I'm just going to put my blueberries in. Whew, that fills it up. And I'm going to use the bottom of this ladle because it fits in here. And I'm going to squish these blueberries up. You can do smaller amounts. You can also squish these up in another container and then move them over to here. They don't have to all be all the way mushed, but the more that we mash these up, the more flavor is going to come out quicker out of these blueberries. Then I'm going to add white wine vinegar. You could also add rice vinegar. You want a very light, mild flavored vinegar. I'm going to use 2 of these bottles. Just going to fill this all the way up. The final thing I need to do is add my basil. And I picked the basil, and I've already washed it, and I just rolled it in this clean dish towel. And when I picked my basil, it was just starting to get to that flowering stage, but it hasn't quite broken out into the flower yet. This basil needed to be picked. And so almost all of these heads have that on there. I'm going to leave those on. If it had opened up into the flowering stage, you could take it off if you wanted to. So I'm just going to kind of pile this basil on this board. Okay, now it's all loose. I'm just going to try to roll it up a little bit. I fold it around, and then I'm just going to give it a little bit of a wiggle here, trying to roll it, but it kind of really doesn't. That's just going to break open these leaves a little bit and let it release some of the flavor. Oh, I wish you could smell it. You can see it's looking pretty bruised and sad. Perfect. That's going straight into the jar. Put a lid on. If you don't have a lid, you can just cover it with plastic wrap. And we're going to give this a good shake. All of those blueberries off the bottom. Okay, that's it for now. This is going to sit anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks in a dark, cool place. I'll put it in my pantry. And every week or so, or every 5 to 7 days, I'm going to come in and just give it a good shake. After 2 weeks, I'm going to taste the vinegar and see if it has a strong enough flavor for me. And then we'll do the next step, which is straining this off and packaging it into some nice little bottles.
I am super excited about this. It's been almost 3 weeks since I started this vinegar with basil and blueberries, and we're going to give it a little try today to see how it's coming along. The color is beautiful. I smell definitely vinegar, and I can taste, the basil, and there's the blueberries too. This is going to make the best vinaigrette for a salad dressing. I imagine there's other things you can do for it too. All right, the first thing I need to do is strain off the blueberries and the basil. And a lot of these little seeds from the blueberries have come out. I'm going to try to use this fine mesh sieve to see if it's going to get rid of all of those little seeds. I'm going to leave all this just in the jar itself, and that's going to make it that much easier to strain it off. You can see it's coming out pretty easily. Now I just need this to finish straining. I don't want to push down on the fruit at all because that's going to make it cloudy, and I want a really nice crystal clear vinegar. I'm just going to move this around without squishing down, and that's going to help get the last little bits out. These have actually lost a lot of their color. Guess that color went right into the vinegar. See that I have all of the liquid out, and what's remaining are a few of the berries and then a little bit of the pulp that came out with the vinegar when I poured it in. And I don't want to squish this down or really smoosh it in there because that's going to make my vinegar cloudy. This is just going to be discarded, and the vinegar is what I'll save. Vinegar is to put it in these cute little jars that I got off of Amazon, and I'll include a link for those. And I'm going to put this right into here. Add some cute little labels and a ribbon, and these are going to be gifts during Christmas time. So let's see how this works. These bottles came with this collapsible funnel, so that should be perfect for this. Okay, let's see if I can pour without making a huge mess. Not too bad. Isn't that color spectacular? I want to give these away as Christmas gifts, and I had bought 12 bottles altogether. So I'm going to need to do a few more batches. I'm going to get this started right away while I still have fresh blueberries and basil, and get these ready for Christmas time.